calculating vibes.
Yeah, baby!
Hello everyone, my name is Vibe Meter and welcome back to another episode of Vibe Meter. Today, we're talking about Daredevil Born Again Season 2, which just wrapped up. Like, honestly, it's 6:24 my time. I just finished watching it. I've been awake since 4 a.m. today. I'm a little tired, but at least I have some coffee in me, and I'm super hyped about this finale. And okay, if you're new here, usually I just kind of talk about the season sort of in very general terms. First, I go through all the stuff that's kind of spoiler free, so don't worry, I will say when stuff gets very spoilery, and then I will give my official vibe meter score, vibe, yeah, that thing. And then after the vibe score, I'm gonna go into more spoiler stuff. So only after the vibe meter can I talk about some more of the spoilery stuff. And I have a lot to say. I probably will also have a lot that I don't get to say, because yeah, that's just sort of something that always happens, because I just go on these weird freaking rambles, and anyway, that's not important, but let's talk about Daredevil Born Again Season 2. Now, I think a good place to start would be to say that this season, compared to the first season of Born Again, is infinitely better. The quality from everything, honestly, like from small stuff like I say small stuff, but like the characters themselves. They made Buck and Daniel very exciting, and something we we started to care for them. We didn't. I don't think many of us cared too much about them in the first season. I mean, that's not entirely true, but like stuff like Kirsten, who's kind of was just left in this weird state after the in the first season, and I don't think she got really a chance to shine there. Now she's a very main part of this season. Heather was so much more interesting this season around. I'm very happy with what they were doing with her, and that was all very cool. But it was just overall a few many kind of minor but still very important tweaks to the look of this whole season and everything. So just overall a very solid, much more solid season. It clearly was like a story from start to finish. It felt a complete story, as of the first season felt kind of, oh, well, now we're over here, and now we're over here, and look, we're now here, and whatever. And just overall, I would say some of the stuff in this season, yeah, I'm gonna say some of the stuff in this season is as good as, or maybe even better than most stuff from the Netflix era. There are some, fight scenes, and there are some character moments in this, season 2 that are better than most of the stuff from the Netflix era. And okay, if I were to rank all seasons of Daredevil, including both Born Agains, it would be Born Again Season 1, Season 2 from the Netflix era, then Born Again Season 2, so this season, and then Season 1 and Season 3. Season 3 is still like the best, and I appreciate they made some callbacks to Season 3 in this, because the last season of Born Again felt really disconnected, even though it was supposed to be a continuation, but also there was the whole Marvel's overhaul. They shot most of the season, and then they decided to make it actually canon to the Netflix shows, and I really liked that they did that. But also it felt the first season felt very disconnected. Here there are clear references. There are even flashbacks. Sorry, that may be a little bit of a spoiler, but there are stuff that is clearly referenced, and it feels like a continuation from season 3. It's the best of both worlds. It's a continuation from this reboot of Born Again, and then also the Netflix show, Netflix season. So it's very good. I like it. Yes, I like it. What more can I say that isn't spoilery? Well, some of the acting in this season is just goddamn amazing. There's a scene in episode 6, I believe, where 4, no, not 4, that's in 5, episode 5, where, again, without going in too much into spoilers, but Kingpin, well, Vincent D'Onofrio gets to show this very different side of Wilson Fisk that I really appreciate them doing, because it shows a very different side of Kingpin, a very vulnerable side to him that I just really like that they actually went for it. And I mean, Charlie Cox, he's always the fucking best. He had some, oh man, he was so solid all season. I can't even think of like one example that's like above the rest. I'm really trying to think here. I mean, to those who have seen this season know that episode 5 is just the fucking best. Again, no spoilers, but when you get to episode 5, that's when this whole season turns upside down, because holy shit, was that a good episode. That is among the echelon of Daredevil episodes. That is so good. That episode is better than like 90% of everything before this. Like, there are some good episodes, don't get me wrong, and that's up there. I wouldn't say it's the best, because I don't know what is the best episode of Daredevil, but I would say Daredevil Born Again season 2 episode 5, the Grand Design, is one of the greatest episodes of Daredevil ever. I'm having fun times just thinking about it. That's not a real sentence. Don't quote me on that. If I were to summarize this whole season, it's solid. Like, it feels a complete story, and it feels very earned. And unlike many other Marvel Disney Plus shows, the finale wasn't a disappointment. Although I will say, hear me out, the finale, because of some of the set leaks from season 3, again, I won't spoil what those are if you haven't seen them, but if you have seen really anything from those set leaks, you kind of know where the season could be going, and it did kind of ruin the surprise, but it was still very well made, and I respect that they actually went for it, even though I kind of was spoiled from the surprise of it. But it was still a very solid season, and again, I won't spoil it, but holy shit, was that a good that was a good season, very good season. And now we are at the point where I can't think of anything else to say, so I guess we'll just put this season into the vibe meter over here, and I'm going to give this season a very solid 93%. Pause for dramatic effect. Oh, by the way, these vibe meters, they are very much just whatever I want. It's what's my vibe of this season, essentially. And okay, let's be honest, this whole video series is basically just a copy and paste of Moist Meter from Moist Critical. So I judge the vibes, he judges the moistness. Oh, one more thing I want to add that is not a spoilery stuff, what you've seen from the trailers and stuff, is that Daredevil's suit in this season, and the way it's the same suit from the last season, but spray painted black with the double D's in the chest, and the way it kind of, I guess, starts to bleed during the season when the paint starts scraping off on it and it starts becoming more and more red. That is a fantastic idea. I don't know whose idea that was, but you deserve a raise, because that's a fucking fantastic idea for this show, for this season, and that is amicable. That is very interesting, very nice thing we see, because I love the idea that as the season goes, there's more and more blood on Daredevil's suit, hands, whatever. I like the idea of it. I like the concept of this suit very much, and I love how it kind of ties into the story as well. It's not just a costume decision. It's a costume decision, yes, but it sort of blends very well with the story as well. That is very, very, very nice, and I like whoever came up with that. You are fucking fantastic. But yeah, anyway, spoilers. Alright, what should we first talk about? There's a lot of stuff that happened in this season. There's very many things to pick from. Okay, let's start with the obvious. I am happy. I am content. I am glad they didn't just reveal that Foggy is alive. I know some people probably would have wanted to see Foggy alive again. I get it, and yes, I would have wanted to see him alive as well. But this story fits. This story slaps harder because it isn't just, oh, he's actually alive, huh? It wasn't a fake death. It was an actual death, and it has stakes, and those stakes still happen, and those stakes still affect the story. That is very well written, and I love how they did Bullseye's redemption, because it's not as simple as Daredevil or Matt forgiving Bullseye. It's, in Foggy's words, giving Bullseye another chance, giving him mercy. That is very amicable. That is very nice. I rewatched that episode before this, a day before this season finale. I still get tears in my eyes when that scene happens. It's so beautifully made. It is so beautifully made. So it's not Matt forgiving Dex for killing Foggy, but it's Matt giving him another chance to try to be better. And that is exactly what Foggy would have wanted, and that's a fantastic way to sort of, again, not redeem. Bullseye is not redeemed. He's not a good guy, even though he says so. But I love that they were able to give him sort of that quote unquote kind of a fake redemption, kind of. But you know what I'm trying to say. It really is the canon event for all these characters, because Vanessa hires Bullseye to kill Foggy. Bullseye kills Foggy. Matt and Bullseye go at each other. Bullseye goes to prison. Matt kinda frees Bullseye. Bullseye tries to shoot Daredevil or Matt. Matt saves Fisk. Bullseye goes rogue and tries to go after Vanessa. Eventually, Bullseye kills Vanessa. Daredevil saves Bullseye by letting him kind of escape, and then Matt forgives Dex for killing Foggy because of Foggy's words. It's kind of this, it's like that's very well constructed and very well written. Vanessa is dead, which releases the devil from Kingpin, and yeah, he kind of lets loose on the whole New York, and that is fucking amazing. He's fully just killing people at the end of this season. We get a hallway fight with Kingpin versus these Daredevil cosplayers, the Resistance, and yeah, Kingpin is just bowling through them and killing them straight up. Like, I don't think everyone died, but most people died in that hallway. Yeah, I really like how Kingpin kind of rage baits the Resistance, and then the Resistance attacks him and kind of dogpiles him, but Matt comes in and it's just Matt and Kingpin at the middle, and that whole scene was just fucking fantastic, I think. And it's kind of like in season 3 when, you know, Kingpin is like, oh, kill me, but Daredevil's like, you don't get to destroy who I am. And you're going back to prison, and knowing you never have Vanessa, knowing that this city beat you, I beat you. Like, I was really hoping they would have Daredevil would have said in that when they're standing there, he would have said like, we beat you or something like that. But that might have been a little too corny, so I get it. But yeah, Jessica Jones is back this season. I like that they kind of reserved her role till the end, because she's pretty much going to be a very big part of season 3. And if you've seen any of the set leaks from season 3, you know what's happening, you know what happens and with who. So I can't wait to see what happens. I'm pretty sure somehow all of this ties into the Hand. They have to come back in some way, right? Like, they have to, right? I'm pretty sure they have to. Like, I'm glad they're giving someone else a chance to sort of become Daredevil's main enemy in a season, because I don't think, like I said, I love Kingpin, but I also, Daredevil has a very big rogues gallery with other villains. I'm glad that they're most likely giving them another shot, so that is very nice to see. We didn't see a lot of Frank this season, but in just a week we're gonna see Punisher one-shot special, so we'll see what he's been up to. I'm just throwing this out there. I'm pretty sure he's gonna find out that some version of the Hand is coming back, because the Hand pretty much is confirmed to return in Spider-Man Brand New Day. So I'm excited what happens with that. But yeah, is there something I still want to say about this season? It wasn't really the Defender season 2, which I'm guessing is the next season, but I still like this. I was hoping that this army would consist of maybe a little bit more of the Defenders. There was only Jessica Jones. But on one hand, I don't really mind it. We got an army. It's just normal people that Daredevil inspired, which in some ways could be better than just the Defenders back. But yeah, I really hope we are getting more people. Like, yes, I'm gonna say Echo. I want her back. She's a very interesting character. I think where Fisk is probably going in the next season, to bring her back would be a very interesting way to bring her back. And I think Dario and the writing team would produce some very interesting stuff with her if she would return in season 3. I'd be very excited to see what happens. I think she would fit the story, is what I'm trying to say. If she would come back in season 3, it would be very exciting to see. Also, Marvel, one thing I really like is Moon Knight. please somehow bring him into the Defenders. There are also other street level characters, because I would love to see Spider-Man interacting with these guys. And there's a very good chance that I know Charlie Cox has denied it, obviously, but I would love to see, at least in Spider-Man Brand New Day, Spider-Man and maybe even Frank Castle interacting with, Daredevil. Bring those three together, please. Marvel, that's all I ask. It sucks that we don't get Spider-Man in New York with Wilson Fisk as the mayor. It's kind of past that, and it sucks, but well, it is what it is. We, the fans, deserve this, and I know Marvel and Sony, they want that happen to. They also want that to happen, and there's apparently some kind of legal debate over these rights. But come on, if Marvel and Sony really want this to happen, come on, fuck their rights, just do it. Just do it. I really enjoyed this. I've enjoyed my breakfast breaks with this season every Wednesday, and watching and reacting this season. I have released some reactions to some clips from this season. I hope you've enjoyed those. And although I don't think I'm very much a good reactor, sometimes I'm even forgetting that I am actually reacting. Like, I'm supposed to be reacting, that's the whole thing. Because I'm just going like, nice. That's my reaction to big important stuff. And I feel like, oh yeah, you can see my Nelson Murdokin page. Let me get these. Nelson Murdokin page shirt. This is I'm not sponsored by them, but I just shout them out. This is from NerdRiot.shop. It's the new Rockstars merch store. Again, not sponsored by them, but I just want to say these shirts, and this shirt particularly is very fun. I like this shirt. You probably have seen me wearing some of the other stuff from NerdRiot as well. I have the new Avengers Z. I have a hoodie, a black hoodie with just new Avengers Z on the front of it, and then also I have a black t-shirt and also a grey t-shirt that I never wear of the new Avengers Z shirt, which is very exciting. And again, I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but I just want to say these are very nice shirts. I like them. They fit very well. They are obviously not sport wear. They are very breathable and very flexible. And anyway, I'm not gonna gush about it, but they're good shirts. I recommend you go get them. But again, I'm not sponsored by them, so that's your decision. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching this video. Leave a like, comment, share, whatever. Subscribe if you want to see more from me, whatever. You know how this works already. And I'll see you in the next one, and thanks for watching.